My daughter made a toast and called her stepdad the only real father she ever had. So I let them toast, without the honeymoon fund she begged me to secretly pay for. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Reddit Visuals. You know, I used to believe that family loyalty was unshakable, that the people you raise and sacrifice everything for would always see you as their rock. But wow, sometimes life shows you just how cruel and ungrateful people can be. I'm a 47-year-old father, and I raised my daughter, Chloe, mostly on my own after my ex-wife, Jenny, left me when Chloe was 8. Divorce was brutal, but I fought for joint custody, and I made sure Chloe never went without. I worked double shifts. I missed vacations. I gave up dating for years because I didn't want my daughter to feel like she was losing her family twice. And for a long time, I thought she understood that. I thought she loved me for it. Fast forward to this year. Chloe is 24 and just got married. This is supposed to be one of those proud, bittersweet dad moments, right? Walking her down the aisle, giving her away, feeling like all those years of hard work and sacrifice paid off. Instead, it became the moment that broke something in me forever. A few weeks before the wedding, Chloe called me late one night. She said, "Dad, I need to ask you a favor, but please don't tell Mom or Jason." Jason is her stepdad, Marissa's husband. She whispered that they didn't have enough in the wedding budget for a honeymoon in Greece, the one she'd been dreaming about since she was 16. She said, "Dad, I know you're already helping with the wedding, but if you could give me $7,000 for the honeymoon, I swear I'll pay you back. I just want this to be perfect. Please, for me?" I hesitated. I had already contributed $10,000 toward the wedding, despite Marissa and Jason living in a massive house and driving brand new cars. But Chloe's voice cracked when she begged, and my heart softened. "She's my little girl," I told myself. I said yes, but I had one condition. I said, "Chloe, this stays between us. I don't need your mom or Jason knowing I'm bailing them out." She promised. Now, the wedding day arrives. It's a sunny afternoon in the countryside, the kind of setting you see on Pinterest boards. Everyone's laughing, the music is soft, the wine is flowing. I walked Chloe down the aisle, and I swear I felt like my heart would burst. Then came the reception. We're all gathered, clinking glasses, when the DJ announces that the bride wants to make a toast. Chloe stands up, her eyes sparkling. I'm smiling, ready to hear some sentimental words that make all my years of sacrifice worth it. She raises her champagne flute and says, "I want to thank the man who has always been my rock, my guide, my protector, and my only real father, Jason." The room erupted in applause. Jason looked like he'd just won a Lifetime Achievement Award. My hands went numb. My ears were ringing. I sat there frozen, forcing a smile while everyone toasted to the man who married my ex-wife 7 years ago. I couldn't even hear the rest of her speech. My little girl had just erased me in front of 150 people. My sister leaned over and whispered, "Are you okay?" But I couldn't answer. I just stared at my half-full glass of champagne and felt like the floor was tilting. After the toast, Chloe came over all smiles, hugged me, and said, "Love you, Dad. Isn't Jason amazing?" I nodded, but inside, I was shattering. That night, I went back to my hotel room and thought about the $7,000 I had wired her, the honeymoon fund, the secret favor I did for my erased role as her father, and something inside me snapped. The next morning, I called my bank and canceled the wire transfer. I knew the funds hadn't fully cleared yet. I told them it was a fraudulent transaction. And just like that, the honeymoon fund was gone. A week later, Chloe called me, sobbing. "Dad, the travel agency said the payment bounced. What happened?" I stayed calm. "Maybe you should ask your real father," I said. There was silence, then a whisper. "Dad, why are you doing this?" "Why?" I said, my voice trembling. "Because last week, in front of the entire family, you made it clear that I don't exist. I was good enough to pay for your dream wedding, good enough to secretly fund your honeymoon, but not good enough to even be called your father. I will never forget that toast, Chloe. Enjoy your wedding photos because that's all you're getting from me." She hung up on me. A few days later, Marissa called, furious. Jason got on the line too, and they both accused me of ruining their daughter's honeymoon. I laughed. I said, "You've been her real father for 7 years, Jason. Step up." And I hung up. Then came the social media storm. Chloe posted a crying selfie on Instagram, talking about how some people are so petty they'd ruin their own daughter's honeymoon. I didn't comment, but my family knew. My sister backed me publicly, saying, "Maybe don't erase the parent who actually raised you." Do I feel guilty? A little. But I also feel free. Free from the illusion that blood guarantees loyalty. So, Reddit visuals? Was I the a-hole? Or was this the wake-up call my daughter needed? What would you have done if your child erased you like that? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear if you think I went too far or not far enough. And if you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps our channel grow.